What happens when complying with the law is truly costly? Today, two of our experts will answer this question. Welcome to this HOAleader.com video chat with two of our experts. My name is Gabriella Falisco, and today I'm joined by Breanne Stapera of Michigan and Ben Solomon of Florida. And this month we're addressing an HOAleader.com's reader's question about their board not complying with a state audit law because the board members say it's too costly. According to our reader, they're in a 19-unit condo. Their board has never had the books audited, even though their state law says they have to. Board members say it's too expensive, and the community has also never filed state or federal tax returns. So in this video, these two expert HOA lawyers will discuss whether it's ever okay for a board to simply say, no can do, a state mandated requirement is just too expensive. So just a note, these two experts are providing insight based on the laws and the practices in their state. This video is intended to provide you with general guidance you can use to help when you approach an expert in your state. So let's start with Bree on this. Bree, if a board said to you, we can't do this, it's too expensive, and it's a legal requirement, what would you say?
I would say that, listen, you have a fiduciary obligation to your community. It's not advisable for you to not follow the law. This is required of you, and you're opening yourselves up to liability if you fail to conduct these annual reviews. Now, even if there wasn't a law applicable requiring them to do this audit or review annually, I think they would still have a fiduciary obligation to have this review done. I mean, these are the board of directors. They're not, supposed to be experts in financials, and getting that third party review insulates them from liability. They can rely upon that. If something's going on with the funds, something's being misappropriated, a CPA is better able to locate that, identify it, than a board. So I would recommend that they absolutely comply. And as far as it being too expensive, associations have, multiple avenues to raise revenue, right? They have their regular assessments. They can do additional assessments. And I don't think that there's a CPA out there that would charge such an exorbitant fee for this kind of a service that the association could in good faith say via its board that this is just too expensive for us to comply with. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100% on that. I mean, one of the things to note is I think the language in the statute regarding the audit requirements. Sometimes, Gabrielle, the language might be passive. It might say may. This is shall. It shall prepare these statements. So you're talking about a strict requirement of law. It's not optional, as Breanne mentioned. And so not only can associations be in violation of the law, they can be jeopardizing their own fiduciary duty, as Breanne mentioned, which could bring claims against them. And so, yeah, I mean, this is not something that's optional. And as Breanne also mentioned, associations can budget properly for the cost of audits. It's something that's, of course, legally required, as we're emphasizing. So no, cost is not a factor here, and there's no way that a reasonable board can argue that it's just too costly and they won't comply because of that.
All right, great. Thank you, listeners, for joining us. And please be sure to click the link below to watch the additional extended video where these two experts offer advice to a board member for the right way to convince their fellow board members to increase the funds or just do their job as board members.